So today I had the rare opportunity to explore what would be considered one of the longest standing abandoned ghost towns here in Connecticut. We went down to Johnsonville, and of course I'm going to give you much of the history in the way of that place. But for this episode, I thought I might do something different, make it a little fun and enjoyable in the way of entertainment. So what I decided to do was to put together a visual representation of what's left there in the way of the constructs in Johnsonville, and in addition, touch upon the Norwich State Hospital in Preston, Connecticut very briefly, only because most of the buildings are being razed or have already been demolished. And of course, I wanted to bring you on a little tour of this place called the Glen Elsinore Mansion. Now, the significance about this particular place is that I found it in 1996, and even at that time, it was abandoned. So for many years, I didn't know exactly what it was. I thought it was an ashram, at least that's what I was told. So this is what I was looking for and therefore could not find it. So after many years and learning how to use Google Earth, I eventually found the property. So tonight's episode, I wanted to share this with you as sort of a fun endeavor into the world of urban exploration. And of course, there are certain paranormal activities to be talked about as well within these folds. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you for joining us on Dark Hour Paranormal. Oh my God. I can't believe this place is still here. This is a very quick one because I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Private property and what have you. But I didn't see any no trespassing signs, and this entire place looks very dilapidated. I was under the impression that this was actually renovated, and I remember this pool in the front here there was a fountain at one point, I believe, in the middle. I cannot believe this is here. I am just absolutely floored. Look at this. This is incredible. Just as incredible as it was back here 25, 30 years ago. There were some houses back here. I don't know if they're still there, but I sincerely cannot believe this place is still here. Many years ago, this is the door we entered, but there was no door. So I think that they're restoring this place, which would be absolutely awesome. This is what I've been looking for. These walls. I'm pretty sure this is what I remember here. This property is also known as Swanholm and was constructed in 1911 by Mary Vinton Clark. This mansion replaced a smaller home built on the site in 1887 and boasts 14 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms, and 15 fireplaces. When I discovered this abandoned property as an adolescent, I was absolutely blown away at the enormity of the home. In addition, there were several contemporary-style homes peppered throughout the land, and at one time many small meditation houses were scattered through the forest. The home was owned by a yogic swami many years ago, and in a twist from the usual dark places I visit, this area exudes a feeling of buoyancy, elation, and joy. The Norwich State Hospital in Preston, Connecticut was quite the prestigious compound at its peak. Although many who worked here or were patients are still alive to mention some of the success stories, this property was built on ancient indigenous burial grounds and has one hell of a haunted history. There are tunnels that extend for miles underground, but most have been collapsed or sealed off to prohibit entry. Even though this hospital is registered with the Historical Society, that fact alone will not keep the property from being torn down. This 62-acre parcel of land known as Johnsonville was once owned by an eccentric millionaire named Raymond Schmidt. Originally a milling community, Schmidt had intentions of eventually opening the town as a tourist attraction. Unfortunately, this plan never came to pass, and in 1994, Schmidt was in disagreement with the town of East Haddam in relation to the future of Johnsonville. He closed the site to the public and passed away in 1998. The town has been completely abandoned since this time. One of the curious facets about Johnsonville is that half of the houses and municipal buildings were relocated to the town from peripheral towns. The property was recently bought by a Philippine church group, which some have likened to a cult. I wanted to get closer to these historical constructs, but restoration had already begun, and the workers who I inquired with could not grant me access. It is said that Raymond Schmidt's ghost may still roam the town, being spotted numerous times as a shadow figure in the home he once owned. Really dark in here, you can't see. but 1840. This was built, if you can believe it, and yet, man, it smells old in here. I know that sounds weird to say, but it smells old. Look how small this is. Wow. Pretty cool. Thank you all for joining us tonight on Dark Hour Paranormal.